Welcome to part 10 of the Super Mario Galaxy Let's Play. So now that we have finished Ghostly Galaxy, let's head into our small set of galaxies once more, heading off the Bubble Breeze Galaxy. And ironically, this isn't... I don't really get a galaxy vibe, I get more of a endless ocean planet. There's no floating planets or anything, it's just flat terrain. Now the gimmick here is that we're introduced to the bubble blowing mechanic. And the water here, as expected, is poison. However, unlike Super Mario Sunshine or Super Mario 64 where if you jump in dangerous liquid, like the cold water in Super Mario 64 or the polluted water in Mario Sunshine, you will sink. And it's not like in the Ratchet and Clank games or the Spyro games where you have an opportunity to get out. No. If you fall in, you die. No second chances. And well, you just gotta be careful. And here we're pretty much introduced to the bubble blowing, where from time to time you'll have to jump into this little bubble thing or whatever, and you have to use your cursor to blow on the bubble just so you can go in which direction. The more you blow in one direction, the faster you're gonna go. So the best tip I can give is that if you're going too fast, just blow in the opposite direction and slow yourself down. It'll save you a lot of deaths. Believe me, it will. But Bubble Breeze Galaxy, it's actually not a very hard galaxy at all. You don't have to worry about too many obstacles. Well, I guess the most annoying thing is that the mines are all over the place, and even then, the mines that are moving, and they have a little line and on where they're gonna go, so you shouldn't have too much of a problem with it. All you need really is patience. And patience is the key. Then again, that's what it's like for every Mario game. Including the 2D games and 3D Land and 3D World. Although 3D Land is actually surprisingly easy. Yeah, in 3D World, I didn't play much of 3D World, I'm only like 2 worlds in. I guess I'm kind of Mario'd out. Especially because of this game. Oh yeah, here's a nice little shortcut. You can press the button and open the gate, but you know what? I'm confident I could just sneak through the edge here. I don't know if that was intentional, maybe there was supposed to be an invisible wall there, but I really couldn't care. I really couldn't care much. At least there was ground. Otherwise, that would have sucked. Would have sucked a lot. Okay. And unfortunately, this part alone is where I had to separate into like mini parts. Because, you saw that? That means I had to stop the video. I would change the battery. And start the part. And then start the other part. I run into a similar problem coming up after this mission in our next galaxy. That would be Buoy Base Galaxy. It has a really good track and has one of the easiest secrets in the game. That secret is so easy to find, I mistaken it for the actual mission. I mean, seriously. They literally put it right in front of you. But of course, we're not going to do the secret mission yet, we're actually going to be doing the normal mission. So what you're supposed to do is dive down into the water and pretty much use the torpedo heads that are coming after you, which pretty much work like the bullet bills. You have to use the torpedo heads. And see that you see that thing that's covered in glass? That's what you want it to hit. You have to hit it so it's pretty much a weight. You have to hit the glass so the weight comes down. and you can actually proceed with the actual level. Although my camera is really spazzing out, but I think I managed to do it anyway. So, better get onto the surface before I run out of air and drown. I make it anyway. Hey, cause the swimming controls in this game are just remarkable. Oh, I will say swimming in this game is a bit slow. Oh, and honestly, it's much faster if you constantly spin. But swimming feels tight, you know? It's not like Banjo-Kazooie where it was slow and stiff, or Conker's Bad Fur Day where it was too loose. It's just right. I think I may have covered this in Beach Bowl. Oh, and if I did, I apologize for the repetitive commentary, like I always do. Although I can't seem the wall jump off that. Ah well, it doesn't matter. I just high jump and spin attack. Like, I pretty much do that a lot, you know? Sometimes I tap into my inner speedrunning guy, and well, do those tactics. So I'm sorry if I'm not showing the level the legitimate ways, but deal with it. Just deal with it. Well, granted, I'm not really playing through the game as fast as possible. Well, because this is 100%. This is 100% Let's Play. That I'm doing. Well, minus Luigi. I'm gonna be getting all the power stars, but Luigi, that's a whole nother playthrough to do, and if I'm ever gonna do a Super Luigi Galaxy playthrough, that's not gonna be for a long time. Because, yeah, pretty much gonna cover the same thing. Only, you know, it's Luigi. And he does have his slight differences. But the levels are pretty much the same. Well, with the exception of Cosmic Luigi. And I apologize if I'm not going to be showing off Grand Finale Galaxy. But it's pretty much that galaxy anyway. So you don't have to worry. You're not missing much. All it is the intro stage, but it's a purple coin hunt. It's not even a hunt. You're just collecting purple coins as you're going through the level. But anyway, back to the level itself. It's the Pokeball Planet. You're about to catch Mario. That really does look like a Pokeball. Oh, and before anyone asks me, no, I have not played any of the Pokemon games, and I'm not really a Pokemon guy. I watched some of the anime. I watched the Pokemon anime, but as far as actually playing the card game or the actual little games, no, I have no interest in them whatsoever. Maybe it might come off to a good joke, but it's just something I'm not really interested in, and I never will be. Okay, so now that we're up here, here's some advice: don't fall off, because that's actually not glass, as that's actually water, and if you fall in, the camera's gonna spaz out, and you're pretty much gonna be underwater, and you're gonna have to head into the warp pipe again. It's not a big deal, mind you, but it can be annoying, especially if you got hit by a bullet bill and you got knocked into the water multiple times. But that's only the case if luck really hates you. And then we rescued a green star. Surely Galaxy 2 won't abuse this kind of secret green stars. And it unlocks a very difficult galaxy that to this day I still cannot beat. But what do you say we end this with the kitchen boss, shall we? The kitchen boss. of course, it's gonna be Bowser Jr. I'm looking at my laptop saying, attention, the app detected and suspended potential threat. Damn you, Microsoft Windows. I'll clean that out as soon as I'm done commentating. Again, no big deal. Now we're heading into Bowser Jr.'s Airship Armada. So as expected, we're gonna be going through a fleet of ships, reminiscent of Super Mario Bros. 3, I may say. Although I don't know how the ships are getting sucked into these black holes because they're directly under them. Like they're not at a significant distance away. No, they're directly under them. Logic? Screw logic. This is Mario. What we're talking about here. Here, same universe where mushrooms make you big and fire works underwater. Well, technically fire can work underwater. It's just I'm not really a physics guy, so I can't really say. All I know is that it can happen. It's just really complicated. Now over here, we can destroy all the Goombas on this bouncy planet and get ourselves a free 1-up. Although I can't really get all the Goombas at once, like I could try to do on the wooden Yoshi planet back in Space Junk. But what are you gonna do? Now, in terms of this stage right here, since it is the third, it is gonna get harder, but not pulling your hair out hard. Now be careful with these cannons here. Basically, when you jump into a cannon and you use the pointer to point in a direction that you want to launch, just make sure you have an area to land though. Because if you don't, you're gonna die. Like if I didn't hit that pole star there, I would have been screwed. Oh yeah, and this is a dumb decision for me. I jump and I die. Of course, we had the elevator. A horizontal elevator. That usually doesn't happen though. Usually when you jump on that elevator when it's moving, you can stay in the same position, you know, where you were, and you don't actually repel backwards. Repel backwards. Sorry, I almost dropped off on the edge. Now let's head to the fight. Let's make sure we don't die. Thank God. I got so lucky, let me tell you that. So, our third Bowser Jr. battle, and we're gonna be facing him directly. That Magic Koopa fight was actually tutorial for this. Basically, just grab a Koopa shell, and then just throw it right at it. Unlike the Magic Koopa though, he does take a lot more hits. And especially in the second phase, there's gonna be a lot of projectiles. I mean, you got bullet bills, those cannonballs, those Kamek. And in the second phase, he's gonna be launching 3-way fireballs, which can be hard to avoid if you're not paying attention, or if you're at close range. However, this ship is pretty much at there's basically 3 steps on this bridge, so it's not technically level. So you can basically duck under the fireballs as much as you want, but that still won't reduce the amount of projectiles that you have to avoid. And that's it. And just runs away. Heh. I don't want to see Bowser Jr. as a boss or the main villain. No. So, all that's left is the Pink Luma galaxy, and that'll be a session. Of course, we have to light up the beacon. And since it's growing brighter, it's probably gonna hurt. It's probably gonna hurt Mario's eyes. Cause I think that Rosalina says at one point that the beacon looks so bright looks almost bright to not even look at or something. I gotta check the dialogue. Maybe it happens here. And also, we unlock the lower level. Huzzah! Of course, now we have... There's also these warp points around the observatory. I guess I should cover this now. These warp points where... you can activate these things whenever you get onto the... Wherever you get to a higher point on the observatory. And you don't have to walk all the way to your next destination. And it's very convenient, although you do get the red star where you can just fly all around the hub world. It also comes off as one of the lamest powers in the game, but we'll get to that. I'm in no rush. Okay, now this is where I think the star bit count starts growing, because here we have to give it 600 star bits, and like I said, the star bit count can come off as really expensive. So you pretty much have to go to other galaxies and grind. And for the star bits, specifically Slingpod, and this other galaxy, that's actually in the next dome, surprisingly. But now we're heading to Drip Drop Galaxy, and we have to stop a giant eel outbreak. Where, you know what? These penguins shouldn't just have to worry about the eels, because they're like torpedoes, those hot steam vents on the ocean floor, and there's a lot more danger. Oh yeah, and sea urchins. So basically, for this mission, we have to grab a Koopa shell, and throw it at these eels. I think there are 3 eels on this planet that you have to kill. Although this is another one of those. This is another instance where these eels are just minding their own business, and Mario has to come and destroy them, like kill them senselessly. Again, they're not even doing anything. Mario, you Mario, you psychopath. Just doing this for a little power star. Or, you know, power star that we're gonna have to sacrifice to the engine. In terms of the shells that you can swim on, the green shells are... The green normal shells, they make you faster, but they can... But that's pretty much it. The red shells, however, I think make you slightly more faster than a green shell, and they have homing properties, so you don't have to be perfectly precise when you're holding a red shell and when you're throwing it at a target. You can also brake with the Z button, although I rarely use that feature. Although when you do use it, they come out with like cute little tail lights. Like, I love that. I love the little tail lights. But that is it for part 10, guys. In the next part, we are gonna be heading off to the bedroom dome. With that being said, I am GameMan5804. You guys have a great day.